So on my name tag was how to generate more speaking opportunities through like organic channels. Honestly, I think that your breakdown yesterday was amazing and it's going to be absolutely huge for that. So I'm super, super grateful. Feel very served there. Make a new best friend. Like no one's like officially claimed the title. So if anybody's really feeling called, let me know. But finally got to meet Chris. Like you guys are all amazing. This has been an incredible room to be in. I feel very, very, I go to a lot of these events. I go to a ton of these events and like the level of like human to human connection in this room is really exceptional. So I feel very, very served there. Cup is full. Thank you guys. And then the third one was around getting feedback on our core messaging. And I think that's what I would like to focus the hot seat on. I've talked about it a little bit, but I think any and all feedback, we just did kind of a pivot in our core messaging. All you guys are warmed up for ops marketing, so this is perfect. And so we had you on like either side of me like so. And so I would love to just like very briefly kind of run through the core messaging that we're playing with right now and just any and all feedback. We're just workshopping specific words, specific angles, specific frame. And like you guys really are the ideal client. And so like just paying attention to what is resonating, what makes immediate sense versus what takes a while to figure out or make sense of in your brain. Like what Rebecca and I were going back and forth on yesterday of like, it feels like we have to translate and speak a different language. And I don't always know if I'm doing that as effectively as possible. So that would be really helpful feedback.
Questions?
Well, so I can give the message and then you guys tell me your thoughts. Okay, everybody clear on the assignment? Okay, great. So our core message is operations equals profit. And operations is how you find and reclaim the hidden profit that is leaking out of your business today. Our Spyglass method has 6 core pillars, and we look through each of these pillars to find the 6 to 7 figures in hidden profit that is currently being generated but leaking out of your business before you can take it up off the table. Initial thoughts?
Here you go.
So to find a hidden profit, what is your range of top line revenue that you'll work with?
Great question. We work with like 7 to 8 figure business owners. So $1 million to 10 million generally.
So within that range, is it a very tight space? Is it all?
It's online based startups.
All online?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I come from pretty strong ops, like, but like super large companies, and it's such a unique thing,
yes.
Right? And so, kind of me coming into this space, people I meet, one, they don't know ops.
Correct.
2, they're deathly afraid of it.
Yep.
And so, the first thing I hear is you're working with a population that they're doing something right, and so I love that you're pulling out the missed opportunity in that. And they probably don't know what they don't know, correct. I'm assuming.
Yep.
So my mind is going down the path of kind of discover what you don't know into a direct derivative of 2-3x, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But I would assume they have no clue it's gone, and within your 6 pillars or whatever, it's probably a pretty straightforward process. You're just scrubbing in. It's probably super simple for you, but very challenging and unseen and blind for them. Do your customers typically, are they revenue focused? Is that what they want?
They are like pre-wired for revenue. And so the line is like, sales drives revenue, but operations drives profit.
Yeah.
Yes?
So it's like, did you even know, right? Like it's like
no,
this whole like mystery.
Does hidden profit capture that for you or no? Is it confusing?
Yeah.
Lost profit?
Yeah, I do. Can you say that again?
I said for me, it's a scarcity of lost bidder, what they're already
Lost
missing out
profit.
on, and then now you can reclaim it.
Reclaim your lost profit.
So I was kind of thinking when you said reclaim, I like that. They're just
Are you guys? You and I spoke a little bit at breakfast, and you mentioned how like you're basically selling to all of us, right? Like that's essentially like we are your market. Two things I like about it. One, you're selling kind of like a hook to us, which we care about profit, like as the owner and the founder, like that's really what we care about. So like you're selling that as the main outcome, kind of to Devin's point. The other part I like about it, and maybe wiggling it in there a little bit more, is like leaking profit. You kind of mentioned that fires up a little bit of fear in my business that maybe, well, is there stuff actually leaking? Is there stuff not running right? That was kind of two things that I heard that I like. But you also told me what your messaging was before.
Yep.
So I kind of have a little bit more background,
Context.
but I like where you're at.
Is there a common denominator why? Is there a common denominator between your clients of why money's important?
Great question.
I should say why.
Yeah, like what money represents to them. I think the common denominator is choice, right? I can choose where I live, who I spend my time with, how much I work or don't, where I get to take my family on vacation, what car I drive. It's around like control and choice and autonomy.
Yeah, freedom.
Yeah, freedom. Yeah.
Unlocking your freedom with what you already have.
Is that like your typical elevator pitch? Is that what you say to people?
It's kind of what we're workshopping right now.
So for me, like if I met you at a networking event,
Yep.
it was way too deep. Like I still don't understand like what you do because how detailed it was, and you're
Okay,
not
great.
completely owning like your lane. And so is anyone familiar with Annie Franceschi and the CHIPS method when it comes to elevator pitches?
No.
Yeah, because I
Put your hand down.
and so it's a lot to unpack, but CHIPS is your category. So my category is founders, your hook. So, how are you bringing them in? Your ideal client, your category is what you do. So I'm a coach. Ideal client, your problem, and then your solution.
Okay.
But what she says is like, own what you are. So I'm not going to say I'm a and look at it as like a library where the categories is. If I say I'm a transformation coach, I might end up being near the Transformers kids books. And so when you're talking to someone and pitching what you do, you need to be able to pitch a quick view of like, this is what I am.
Okay.
And so when you were doing, and this is just from my perspective,
No, please.
when you're going and saying that elevator pitch, I still didn't know, like, what is it that you're owning? What lane and category are you?
Yep.
And that helps the person like process, okay, like I do need this. Like, oh, I am looking for a brand strategist, but I'm not looking for this, and this right now.
Okay.
Because when you're talking to somebody, they know the direct need rather than like, well, yeah, I guess I do need unleaking this, and you're doing it through this spyglass, this and that and that.
Can I try again and you give me your feedback?
Yeah.
So Spyglass Ops is an operations agency. We partner with 7 and 8 figure digital founders to help them reclaim between 6 to 7 figures in lost profit through operations, recruitment, coaching, and consulting.
That was way more helpful.
Okay. Any part of that too wordy, not make sense?
What was the first part? You said your
We're
spyglass.
an operations agency.
That's the word I needed to hear.
Agency.
Yeah.
That locks it in?
Agency, and then I'm like, okay, I'm looking for an ops guy.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll share the tips method.
No additional work.
That's pretty good.
With no additional work. Okay.
With what they have.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
6 to 7 figures of lost profit already in the business.
Yeah,
Through
that's
operations.
Yeah.
I love where you're going with this.
Like I feel like I don't even know where this is going in my head. I haven't like fully noodled on it, but like you can already afford some of the dreams that you have, and you can pay them through some profits that are leaking out of your business already.
Right.
So I feel like that's where your head's going, Scott. And so it's like connecting what they want to be able to afford with the fact that they can already afford it, that they can stop pissing out profits out the bottom of the bucket, right?
You already have your why.
Yeah.
Right.
It's today with
Right.
like no bandwidth.
Right.
Yeah.
You get more back.
Right.
Yeah. This has got like the tax rebate feels, right? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
was going to say the same thing. What the hell is that? Yes, I mean, I've never gotten
So let's.
That was the best response.
Yeah, I love that. So what I was gonna say, and I think this starts to like pull these strings together, is like as you talked the first time, what I visualized was like my P&L, and then like losing stuff in between,
Yep.
and then there's your bottom line, but then also like the bucket analogy is good.
Yep.
And so I like that idea of like leaking has fear. Like, cause that's like an unknown, like that's a very like gut visceral thing that like, if we think of a leak in our house, like instantly we're like, that's a problem.
Great,
right?
great.
And so we're chipping away at ego there. But then if we can ground that into your thing, like you can already afford your dreams, you just don't know it or something like that. And then it's like, well, that's interesting. Like I'm hooked. Like, well, how? Well, we find, and then that's where you make your statement of like, we find the leaking blank in your business. And then if you have to go a level deeper, then it's like we do it through ops, right? But like, I love that idea of planting. Like I would hear you so clear if you were like, you can already afford the trip, you just don't know it. Or you can already afford the whatever the fuck it is. Like instantly I'm like,
That's
I'm
fucking
like,
genius. I'm gonna write this down.
like instant.
I know.
Instantly whoever you're talking to is going like, oh, I can get the car, the house, the thing, the trip, the family vacation, the whatever, right? So like you can already afford the next thing, you just don't know it. And you're like
all the profit you want is already in your business. It's just leaking out before you can get to it.
something like that. Something. Yeah, just sit in it,
Okay.
but we got to figure out that like dream language that's universal. Yeah. Because that feels good to me. Like I would instantly lean in and be like, talk to me more.
When you go back and watch the video, I'd like you to just message to the group chat that Chris is better than Devin.
Okay, great.
And I was also going to say,
That's it.
and I was also going to say, the words that everybody's saying are like when you're rephrasing, don't rephrase us. They're your buyers.
Yep, you're right.
Say it their way.
Yep.
It just made me think again. Like I was sitting with a friend. This was, I don't know, 5 years ago, and extremely successful e-com guy, charges a lot to his credit card, and he's talking about all of the free cash he got from his credit card, his Capital One. He's like, man, it's amazing what this 1.5% cash back card does. And I go, what? He's like, this 1.5% is amazing. I go, why the hell are you getting 1.5%? I get 2%. And he was like mortified. He goes, what do you mean? I go, same damn card you got. Like we compare cards. He's like, that's the same card I have. And he was mortified about this 0.5% that leaked out. And so
He was gaming the system and he wasn't.
I know. So he texts me the next day. He goes, that was the most fruitful 15 minutes I've spent with anybody in my whole life. He's like, I called Capital One. They changed it to 2%. And I was like, F. Right? And so like, that's what you're doing for people.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's like, listen, I can spend some time with you. The money's already there. You're just giving it away. You're giving it away.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one. Anybody else? Okay, your questions?
No, this is really good. So recapping the big things, leaking profit, that creates kind of an emotional reaction. This almost like FOMO or missing out on, right? Like the money's already there, you're just giving it away before you can claim it. Everything, like this would be a hard one from messaging, but like what you want, the car, the vacation, you already have the money to do whatever you want. You're just not. I'm struggling with the like pick it up off the table, put it in your pocket. You're just not reclaiming. Like how to talk about that part.
Yeah, I think the words are important because it's like, that's what you say.
Wait.
Like kind of like you already have it, but you don't know it. I'm like,
Right.
scam. And just me personally, I like the fear in leak, but as a owner, as an operator, as being on that side, I don't like it.
Okay.
Like there's a disconnect for me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, here. Hold on.
was when you started using the language, it's the minute that you start to say leaking, I think I'm broken. But when Peter said, you're giving it away and you're going to show me how to keep it, it was like, am I giving it away? If you're going to show me how to keep it, that's even better. But when you keep saying it's leaking, it's kind of like, what am I doing wrong? Like, there's something wrong with me. There's that negative connotation to how I'm running my business. So maybe it's not leak, but it's like, but you're giving it away and you just don't know it, right?
And for whatever it's worth, especially with the whole scenario, like the Chase Freedom card, like Freedom really. Here, can you just hold it up? Yeah, make sure. Be my boon, baby. There's something that really personally resonates with me with freedom.
Freedom. Yep.
Because it's about the why the money's important, and I don't. It's just really resonating with me.
Appreciate
in
that.
that word, freedom.
What I was gonna say, you're trying to figure out like a tagline or something, like picking it. Thank you. Picking it up off the table. I think it's cool that you could say something about you haven't been looking through the right lens, and that kind of correlates back to like the name of your company.
But do you want to be told?
Maybe I would. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
That was good. Chris, thank you. Yeah. That was really great, I think.
Thank you.
Chris is extra sassy.
I know, yeah. Where are you going tonight? So that was cool play on Spyglass. It's like, but like literally your icon is like seeing the future. It's like,
Right.
I'm taking you where you want to go.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. I like what you guys are saying about playing with reclaiming and lost and leak and kind of the feel of all that. I can see that in multiple ads. I can see that in content. I can see that being a great hook, bringing in lots of traffic. Something that I'm feeling as I'm hearing you guys say that though is like, okay, but like I feel like I'm still looking backwards on some of that. It's like I don't want to look backwards. Like we're talking about, I'm not the brain that's like, wait, 5%. It's like 5%. Like what does that change in my life? So that's more my brain. And so what was the first line you said?
At the very beginning?
Yeah. It's like
Operations equals
profit.
profit.
I was like, that's one of the most interesting things I've heard around ops. I've never quite associated it to profit, although literally it is.
Right.
Done well.
Yep.
So I was just writing a couple lines here. I was like, profit-driven ops, same thing, where I was like, oh, well, what's profit-driven ops? It's operations that's focused on profit and outcome and capacity and
Love that.
growth. I was like, well, that's an interesting conversation. So in the light of just sharing different words and feelings, from market, and we've had conversations about ops back to, I don't know, a year ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So freaking close. Anyway, so, but thinking about that, if, our initial convo, if you hit me, it's like, oh no, it's like operations equals profit though.
Yeah.
It's like, say more.
Like, do you want more profit?
Or profit driven. Yeah, I mean, that's usually that's the weight. It's like, if I don't produce, families don't eat. I'm not commissioned only for me. I'm commissioned only for my whole team. So I got time for that, right? Anyway, profit driven ops. I wrote down some other stuff. I don't necessarily love it, but there might be a few things in there that create, stimulate more conversation. Finally, ops that more than pays for itself. Finally, ops that doesn't cost you. Profit-driven ops. These are maybe some other like phrases to play with in the same.
Hey, Scott, I have a microphone.
We just need to put a permanent mic on him. Just mic him up.
Good.
Just a tactical thing. There's a company that's like a female-founded company. It's really cool called Mint CRO, and they've got this methodology that you could use to validate all the crap that we're telling you to see if it's actually true. And it's like this sprint testing on just headlines, and it's like dead simple. Literally, you can run an ad for like $3 and get enough data to be like, oh shit. Like that got a lot more clicks and attention than this other one.
Yep.
And so you can validate like all of these really quickly and inexpensively and just be like, That's the tagline that gets the clicks.
What's that called?
Mint CRO.
CRO.
And you literally could take like a free course and be like, oh, I know how to do this now, and just do it yourself. Or
Amazing.
take their course or whatever, but it's dead simple, super cheap.
Thank you.
Did you get that? No. I keep going back to your client that they think they're doing ops well, right? I think that's really important. I love what Chris is saying, but and I'm putting myself when I ran ops, fully responsible for P&L, all those things. I did it well. I didn't care. I'm not going to listen to that. I didn't know it. And I think bridging that gap between somebody thinking they're doing it well to attracting them. So when you said, I think it was ops equals whatever, that equal did put a question mark over my head. But because when you're doing something well and you don't know it, who cares? Like,
Right.
you just keep going.
Right.
So
When I say you don't have a sales problem, you don't have a marketing problem, you have an operations problem, what does that bring up for you guys? Defense.
Yep.
Yep.
I feel negative
confronted.
there.
Yeah.
I really resonated with what David said about feeling like you empower me when you go for it. You got this.
Take his words.
I was like, when I said that, and I'm just building on this now because this came up again. It was kind of like, so what's the size range of the companies that you deal with?
7 to 8 figures.
So I'm a 7 to 8 figure company, and you're telling me I'm broken.
Tell me I'm a winner.
I'm already successful. I'm feeling successful, but you're looking at me, but you can say, look but I could free up this much more for you. And now all of a sudden what did you say you could free up? How much?
6 to 7 figures.
I could add that to you as well. And it's going to be on the bottom line.
Right.
for nothing.
Right? So that's where I was coming from.
That's where I love that.
So go from good to great instead of bad to good.
Yes, there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Through operations.
That's right. And
We take your profit from good to great through operations.
as a founder of a company that was that
Not bad.
size, as a founder of a company that size, and you came in and said that to me, it was like, who the hell are you to tell me I'm broken?
I'll totally.
Like usually, hot seat, hot mic. Here we go. Sorry. Yeah, like that's who you want to work with anyway.
Totally.
Someone that's like,
We want the good to great people.
If you're gonna talk to, I'm like, oh man, I'm frustrated, I'm broken, like I'm at capacity, I'm sitting, like I'm really hard to convince to get to stand up and then to get me in motion. But if I'm like already walking this way and you're like, hey dude, check this out, let's run. Like it's easier for me to just start going a little bit faster.
Love
So
that.
it's a lot more fun to work with.
Love that.
So we have to stand up and demo what we're trying to
Energy, man. I was like, oh, all right.
I was gonna go like MMA fighter kind of from the ceiling deal. No. Make sure it like swings. Ladies, no. I think the feedback that I want to give is Greg and I actually recently fixed a little bit of our horrible ops that we used to have, but boy, I resonate with the good to great because I'm like, we're surviving, like it's okay, but boy, it would be so much nicer to lock that profit if it was better. Instead of saying all that work that I've done to even build out a crappy ops system. If you say that they're like broken, kind of like David was saying, I feel like that dissuades me from wanting to talk to you more. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And so when you say like, you know that you're profitable, you know you're successful, but how do we make you more successful without having to do anything else or really having to do any extra work, and your bandwidth can increase? That's what's appealing to me as a potential ideal client, right? So I like that messaging. I don't know, and Chris, you might need to weigh on this because we talked a little bit more about, the dreams, drains, and doubts that first day. Like, is it okay to lean so heavily into the dream when you already have a successful potential client rather than the drains and the doubts? Because I know it's not quite the model that we talked about, but I'm curious if you have thoughts on that. Because Greg and I have some ideas about that too, but I've been like, I want to make sure what we're thinking and what we're doing aligns with that model, and this is a great example.
Back to your hot seat on that question, that's really good.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Who am I throwing it to? Chris, Greg. Chris.
Oh my God.
Mine's a slightly different direction, but on this topic. So.
Oh, I just wanted to say, people are already motivated to save money. It's an ability issue, but they don't see it. Most of us don't want to say we don't have the ability to do something. It's our blind spot because no one goes, oh, I don't know how, I'd look dumb. But, or it's my people, there's a blaming. We can come in, we can teach your people, or we know how to do this because this is what we do.
Oh,
we are the ability group.
We teach your team
We
to
teach
save
your
your
team to
profit
do
for
the.
you.
We teach your team to do those things. We create the ability, the skill to do this. You're already motivated to do this. I know that, but it's an ability issue. That's what we teach in the conversations. People want to have the conversations. They just don't know how, even though they've communicated their entire life.
Just in my head, when I'm going to say it, well, it's right there. We teach your people how to pay for themselves by, right?
This is amazing, guys. It's so helpful.
Are you still sourcing
Yes.
operators as well?
Yeah, we do
Okay.
recruitment.
Okay, so this is like top of funnel. How do we, grab attention and also be clear and concise of like how we're useful and helpful? It'd be really cool to it's like, okay, you got my attention, and then now we're going a little bit further in the conversation and sharing the transformations. So it's like maybe if it could be managing inbox, could be managing calendar, it could be travel logistics, it could be I'm trying to hit on the bandwidth the most. What are the top 3, top 5, top 7 big bandwidth items that are just the low-hanging fruit when the team starts paying for themselves? Because a big part of what you do is open up a ton of capacity. So now, you're speaking at 2 or 3 more events a year. You're doing extra webinars. You're doing extra sales calls. So you don't just find lost profit. You literally expand for more.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious on when you come in, what are the top 3, top 5 things that you find that you're immediately increasing capacity with, meaning taking off their plate?
Yeah, I mean, we free up anywhere between over the course of working with a client, we'll free up from 5 to 30 hours of their working week so that they're able to spend it on high value revenue driving activities.
That goes down to negative 20 hours.
We don't work with you, Chris. You don't need us. But what do you do with that time? Yeah, but it comes back to choice, right?
So what's the most common thing that comes up with some of your better clients that gives them back 3 to 5 hours?
Oh, I see.
Because this is literally a block that when we were having a conversation,
fires.
I'm like, I know you're awesome, but I just still don't get it.
Client fires,
you hooked me. What's that?
Team questions,
Okay.
Essentially day-to-day team management and client management.
Okay. So I think there's opportunity in there somewhere, because as soon as I can oh shoot, I'm in, if I was in team meetings for 20 hours or 30 hours a week or something, you're I can, that should only be 4 hours a week.
So
and here's, well, how do I run the meetings? Not that you have to get into all of it, but if you, the purpose I'm bringing it up now is because if you can at least share some of those things, last time, Dan Martell, he does this really well in a lot of his emails where he's articulating the pain of a tech founder. And he's like, well, let me guess. Here's how your day went. And you're like, whoa, he just called me out.
That is how my day went.
What's that?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's but that's what I'm essentially because we're talking top of funnel. And so you got the hook. And if we can hit just a couple of the top 3, look, in any of our businesses, the more we can articulate and call somebody out of what they're thinking and feeling, done. Now that I know you know me, now I trust you. I'm buying confidence. I'm buying speed. Now I know you know more than I know.
Yep.
So I'm confident that the money that I'm giving you is going to turn into greater value than what I'm parting with. Transaction done. So yeah, like, but I still have like yet to like hear that from like an ops side. So.
Oh, monkey in the middle. So I just wrote this down. I just want to capture it. I liked, if we go back a little and then I want to tie it into there. So this idea of like no work, more money, or like whatever, like we don't want to have to work harder to make more. Like we're already busy. We're already doing a lot. We're already thinking about capacity in the future and just stuff. And so I think there's like an anchor piece in there that might be like your top hook. And then when we work with book clients, we always focus chapter 1 on holding up the mirror, showing you your wounds, and then pouring salt in it, right? And so when we go through that process, the way we ask it is like, what's their biggest pain point? And usually you'll get a list, and then we come back to it and go like, no, what's their biggest pain point, right? So like, what is the thing that really is driving them crazy in what you offer? And then let's visualize that. Like, what does that look and feel like? And this goes to what Chris was just saying. Like, we can hold up the mirror and say like, hey, you're likely dealing with, like, you want more referrals, but you don't know how, right? For me, right? You don't want a cold call, but you want more revenue. Interesting, right? So like, I can make some of these statements, and then, you know, by the time you're done making the statements, everyone in the room is like, oh shit, that's me. Okay, so now what? So that pain point list is interesting, but like, if you can truly visualize, like, what's the business owner experiencing? What are they trying to make a calculated decision on? What are they frustrated with? And then if you can tell them like, I hear you, and here's your bigger, better future. So just some more thought and language and stuff.
Yeah, I was going back to the comment before about like have your teams like find your money savings for you, or however that phrase went. And something along the lines of the team managing themselves, like the team finding those blind spots, the team bringing certain things to the surface and then solving it for themselves versus the CEO managing for them. Because that's something that I think, like, that's one of the things that sets you and I apart. Like, I see people's reaction when I describe my team.
Sure.
That my team, like, most of my team's been with me for just under a year. And they come to me and they're like, we were having a conversation and we saw that we can optimize over here. We can change this here. Here's the proposal for exactly how we'll do it. And I'm like, cool, this edit right here. Otherwise, run it, go. Like, they come to me with all of those things. And it's like, when you have strong operations, which a lot of it is managing your team efficiently, then it's like all of those blind spots, money holes, all those things, the team is incentivized and trained to innovate and optimize on their own, which I think is like a foreign concept to most people. So I don't know the languaging behind that, if anyone can think of like how to articulate that better, but is that something, how does that resonate with people? Like, if you had a team that literally like found all the blind spots and holes for you and brought them to you or solved them without you even being involved.
It's invaluable.
Yeah. I mean, I think that like, it's like monumental. And I think that's your focus, because like you unlock the human piece of things is your superpower. And so to really take that and expand it down, like trickle down effect throughout the whole team, I mean, it's like, it's absolutely life-changing.
Love it.
Amazing, guys.
All right, what else do you need?
No, this is great. I mean, I've got a ton of ideas here. If it would be all right, I would love to send a lead magnet that we're working on, just for any and all feedback in terms of languaging, too long, doesn't make sense, et cetera, et cetera. Don't worry, none of the back-end automations are built, so you won't be subscribed into any email lists. But if I could drop that in the WhatsApp chat, it's like essentially a 10-minute like hidden profit finder is how we're currently branding it. But again, like rip it apart, tell me what works or doesn't. Yeah, no, 100%. And then it's going to tell you where all your hidden profit is. So, is it okay if I take 10 minutes to find you money? Is that okay?
Start with it that way next time.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I will drop that in the WhatsApp, and any and all, just like WhatsApp me feedback on it. That would be really amazing.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
Do you need anything else?
I think that's it.
Is your name tag fully checked off?
It is checked off.
Thank you. Great job.
Thanks, guys.